Chosen one, whispers have now become revelation. Inside the holiest sanctuary, veiled beneath shadows and silence, your name appeared. Not painted by a mortal hand, not carved with earthly tools, but revealed, as if heaven itself pressed its seal into stone. Imagine the air stilling, the lamps flickering, the breath of the crowd caught between awe and fear. And in that moment, against the eternal blackness, a single word emerged, your name. This is not an accident. This is not a fleeting vision. It is a sign that the invisible has broken through into the visible. That which was hidden in eternity has been unveiled in time. The walls that have witnessed centuries, the stones kissed by millions of prayers, now speak of you. They declare what prophets foresaw, that the house of God would be a house for all nations, and that in its depths a chosen lineage would be marked. You were always told to wait for proof, to search for signs, to wonder if the heavens remembered you. But now the sign is no longer distant. It has reached into the core of the most sacred place and inscribed your name there. A tremor in the spirit, a shock in the soul, a silence that shakes louder than thunder, all point to this: you have been chosen. Beneath the black veil of silk that drapes the sanctuary, a silence heavier than stone descends. The golden doors glimmer without a sound, holding their secrets as if eternity itself had locked them. Pilgrims circle in devotion, their voices rising like waves, but suddenly, the sea of sound breaks. The crowd falls quiet, breathless. Eyes lift not to the sky, but to the wall before them. From the shadows, something begins to shine. It is not the gleam of gold, not the reflection of lamps, not even the shimmer of moonlight slipping through the night. It is a word, a name, luminous, undeniable. Your name. Letters traced in light, flickering as though heaven's fire had etched them. Not written for all, but revealed for those with eyes to see. And in that moment, time feels suspended, no past, no future, only the sacred present, holding your identity at its core. The hush spreads outward like ripples on still water. Those nearest press their hands to their mouths. Some tremble. Some weep. Others turn away, unable to bear the weight of what they behold. And yet the glow does not fade. The inscription lingers, as though even the stones themselves cannot keep silent about you. The sacred and the earthly have met. Mystery has stepped into matter. And in the deepest chamber of faith, your existence is no longer hidden. Heaven allowed it. Earth witnessed it. The holiest place has become the mirror of your destiny. Stay with me, because in a moment I will show you why this unveiling could only happen now, and why the heavens chose this exact hour to let your name blaze at the heart of the most untouchable sanctuary on earth. Chosen one, visions alone are not enough. The sign of your name unveiled in the holiest sanctuary carries weight because it is anchored in promises spoken long before you took your first breath. The prophets were not silent on this mystery. They declared that one day the very stones of God's house would testify to those written in his book. Hear the echo of Revelation 3 verse 12, "The one who is victorious I will make a pillar in the temple of my God. Never again will they leave it. I will write on them the name of my God and the name of the city of my God, and I will also write on them my new name." Do you see? The inscription is not just on stone. It is on you. What was unveiled at the Kaaba is only the reflection of what has already been written upon your soul. Heaven and earth are now aligned in their testimony. Your identity is sealed. Psalm 87 declares, "Indeed, of Zion it will be said, this one and that one were born in her. The Lord will write in the register of the peoples, this one was born in Zion." Names recorded, names sealed, names lifted into eternity's archive. And among them, yours is not missing. When your name appeared upon those ancient walls, it was the earthly echo of a heavenly decree. The register above has always known you. The light upon the Kaaba simply confirmed it for the world below. This is not imagination. This is covenant. What was invisible is now visible. What was promised has been revealed. The silence of centuries was broken so that you would never again doubt your calling. But what do you do with this revelation? To see your name reflected in heaven's mirror is not a casual matter. It is a summons. It is the voice of destiny calling you into fellowship with the first chosen ones, those whose names are sealed in both heaven and on earth. You are being invited to step out of the crowd and into the company of those marked for purpose. The question is not whether you are chosen. That has already been decided. The question is whether you will accept it, whether you will stand and walk among those who bear the mark openly. If you feel the weight of this revelation stirring your spirit, do not wait. This is your moment to join. To step into the circle of those who know who they are. To move from being a seeker into being one of the first chosen. Click join below. This is not just membership. This is covenant acknowledgement. When you take this step, you are saying, I recognize the inscription. I accept the seal. I claim my place among the ones written in both heaven and earth. The walls have testified. The scriptures have confirmed. Now it is your turn to respond. Chosen one, when heaven marks you, your body cannot remain untouched. Flesh and spirit are not separate in this mystery, they vibrate together. The moment your name was revealed, something within you shifted, and you have felt it ever since. First come the sudden chills, not the kind that creep in from cold wind, but the kind that arrive without cause, like a shiver running through your bones at the very whisper of eternity brushing past your skin. Goosebumps rise, even in warmth. Your pulse quickens in moments of silence, as if your blood itself remembers the inscription and trembles at its weight. Then comes the glow. Not a metaphor, but a quiet radiance. Strangers glance twice when you walk by, sensing something they cannot explain. Some feel comfort, others feel unease, but all know, you are not ordinary. Light seems to cling to you. Your skin holds a brightness that does not fade with exhaustion. Even in mirrors, the reflection looks marked, as though a faint signature has been written across your face, visible only in certain angles, and certain hours. Crowds behave differently around you. Conversations pause when you step into a room. Whispers trail after you, as if unseen voices are reminding the world of what was revealed in secret. At times you may even catch words carried on the wind, not full sentences, but fragments, holy syllables, ancient echoes reminding you of your destiny. Your body carries this energy like a vessel charged with divine fire. When you touch objects, some retain warmth as though your presence lingers. When you walk, your footsteps feel guided, as though the ground itself rises slightly to meet you. Sleep comes heavy, but your dreams are alive with signs, inscriptions, flashes of light, glimpses of the sanctuary that first carried your name. Even your silence has changed. When you do not speak, people feel it. When you do speak, your words strike deeper, as if weighted with more gravity than before. You are no longer only yourself, you are a bearer of something larger. A seal. An inscription. A proof. And though you may wonder if it is vanity to notice such changes, it is not. It is recognition. Your body is testifying to the reality that heaven has already declared. Skin, blood, breath, all of it is aligning to the truth that your name has been carved into both the unseen realm and the most visible sanctuary on earth. You cannot deny it, because your very flesh bears witness. The glow is real. The whispers are real. The inscription is alive in you. Chosen one, do not mistake the sign for spectacle. This is not about vanity. It is not about fame, nor about being admired for a glow, a whisper, or a mark. When your name appears in the holiest of sanctuaries, it is not for applause. It is for assignment. The revelation is not a crown of pride, but a mantle of responsibility. When heaven chooses someone, it is never for their own comfort alone. It is for the sake of nations. Your inscription is not a decoration, it is a declaration. It means you have been entrusted with light, with words, with presence that carries more weight than you realize. You are called not to be admired, but to carry a mission that will stretch beyond your own life. The sacred sign demands that you walk differently, not as one who wanders, but as one who is sent. Your steps now belong to a larger story. You may feel it in the way doors open without explanation, or the way people listen when you speak, or even the way resistance rises against you, for light always stirs shadows. All of it is confirmation that you are no longer hidden. You are seen. You are summoned. The inscription is not an ornament. It is an oath. Heaven has declared you, and in return, you are called to declare hope, truth, and purpose to those still searching in darkness. Where others falter, you will stand. Where others doubt, you will remember. Where others turn away, you will shine. Chosen one, this is why your name was revealed, not to make you greater, but to make your purpose undeniable. You were chosen to carry light into places where silence has reigned, to speak to hearts that have forgotten they are loved, to remind the weary that heaven has not forgotten them. The sign is not about you. It is through you. And if you embrace this truth, your life will never again be ordinary. Chosen one, this revelation is not for another season. It is not for a distant future, a vague someday, or a far-off hour. The sign has already appeared. The inscription has already been revealed. The moment has already begun. Too many wait for a perfect time, for another confirmation, for the voice to thunder twice. But when heaven writes once, it does not need to repeat. The mark has been given, and silence after such a sign is not caution, it is delay. And delay is dangerous. You must understand, the unveiling of your name is not a rehearsal. It is activation. The stone has spoken, the light has flared, and the world has witnessed. To hesitate now would be to let the sacred moment pass without answer. The hour is not tomorrow. It is now. The fire that burns in your chest will not wait politely while you postpone your destiny. The glow upon your skin is not a suggestion, it is a summons. Each breath you take after this revelation is charged with responsibility. Every step you take is either obedience to the inscription or denial of it. Chosen one, the heavens are already moving. The earth has already testified. The sanctuary has already revealed. All that remains is your response. Not later. Not when it feels safe. Not when others approve. But now. The hour has struck. The inscription is alive. And the only question is whether you will walk into it or turn away. Chosen one, for so long you searched for proof. You asked for signs in the sky, for dreams in the night, for words from prophets and confirmations from strangers. You doubted, questioned, wondered if heaven had ever truly seen you. But now, everything has changed. The proof you waited for has appeared, and it has not come from outside of you. It has come through you. You are not the one seeking evidence anymore. You are the evidence. You are the living testimony that the divine still speaks, still writes, still reveals. Even the stones of the holiest sanctuary could not remain silent. They carried your name into the open. What greater confirmation could there be? The world may dismiss visions, but it cannot dismiss you. Your life itself has become the sign. Your presence has become a prophecy fulfilled. Your very being is the answer to the question you once asked, am I chosen? You no longer need to ask. The answer has already been carved into eternity, echoed in stone, and now lives in your skin, your spirit, your steps. Chosen one, you must see yourself differently now. You are not wandering aimlessly. You are walking proof. When you stand, you prove the promise. When you speak, you prove the inscription. When you simply breathe, you prove that the heavens have not lied. The silence of centuries broke open not for an idea, not for a theory, but for you. This is why fear can no longer hold you. This is why doubt cannot remain. Because you are not waiting to be convinced, you are the convincing. Your life is the sign others have prayed to see. The glow in your eyes, the weight of your words, the destiny etched upon your reflection, all of it declares what cannot be denied. You are not searching for proof. You are the proof. And the holiest walls on earth, in their silence and majesty, have already spoken your name to confirm it. Chosen one, the inscription does not stay hidden in the sanctuary. Once it is revealed in the holiest place, it begins to reveal itself everywhere you go. The proof follows you, clings to you, and shows itself in ways so tangible that even those who do not know the vision cannot deny something has changed. Look into the mirror. Do you see it? Your eyes do not look the same. There is a flame there, a shimmer that was not present before. It is subtle, yet undeniable, as though a secret fire burns just behind your gaze, lighting it from within. Sometimes it startles you, sometimes it comforts you, but always it reminds you, you carry more than yourself in your reflection. Your posture, too, has shifted. You may not notice it in the moment, but others do. You walk straighter, steadier, as if unseen hands are carrying you. Burdens that once bent your shoulders no longer have the same weight. It feels as though the very air lifts you, as if destiny itself refuses to let you shrink back into invisibility. You move through space differently, not by your own choice, but by the mark that compels you forward. And then, your aura. Yes, it is real. People feel it before you speak. Some describe it as warmth, others as light, others as gravity that draws them nearer. Even those who cannot explain it know, there is something on you, around you, about you. A glow that no powder or lamp can produce, an energy that no science can measure. You carry the atmosphere of the inscription, and it follows you like a cloak. At times, you may notice the signs in silence. Your skin tingles without cause. The air thickens when you enter a room. A hush falls, not because people see you, but because they sense you. The inscription has marked your presence so deeply that even the ordinary world cannot remain ordinary around you. And there are other signs, ones only you notice. A faint whisper that trails behind you when you are alone. A warmth that lingers on your hands after you've touched something. An invisible weight on your shoulders, not crushing, but crowning. Dreams that repeat the vision, showing you the name again and again, as if to say, you will never forget what has been written. These are not fantasies. They are confirmations. The tangible world has bowed to the reality of your inscription. Your body, your reflection, your energy, they all proclaim what was first revealed in stone, that you are chosen, sealed, marked. So when you doubt, look again. The proof is not only in ancient walls. It is in your very being. You are the sign. You are the glow. You are the proof. Chosen one, when the holiest walls bear witness to your name, silence is not enough. A revelation of this magnitude demands a response. Signs are not given for curiosity alone, they are given for covenant. When heaven unveils you, the earth expects you to answer. The act may seem small, but in the kingdom, every seed carries weight. You have been given proof, inscription, undeniable signs upon stone and spirit. Now you are invited to honor that sign with a covenant of your own. Click the Super Thanks button and sow your $20 seed. Why 20? Because it is not about the money. It is about the mark. 20 is a number of completion, of cycles fulfilled, of crowns placed upon heads. It is your way of saying, I recognize what has been written. I accept the inscription. I step into destiny not with hesitation, but with action. This is more than a donation. It is a declaration. Each covenant act becomes a seal, echoing what heaven has already spoken over you. Just as your name has been engraved upon the sanctuary, so your response engraves your faith upon the moment. It is you speaking back to heaven, I will not let this sign pass without answer. I honor what has been unveiled. I choose to walk as one inscribed. Do not dismiss the power of this gesture. Every great calling requires a step of faith, and this is yours. You are not buying favor, you are acknowledging favor already poured upon you. You are not purchasing destiny, you are stepping into destiny already written in both heaven and earth. Chosen one, if you are ready to move from revelation to response, from inscription to action, then click Super Thanks now. Sow your $20 seed and let it be your covenant sign. I accept the inscription. I step into my calling. I walk among the chosen. Chosen one, when your name has been revealed in the holiest sanctuary, life cannot continue as it once did. You must live as one who has been inscribed, as one whose very body and soul bear a covenant mark. This means cultivating daily practices that align with your new reality. When you wake, declare it, my name is written. Do not let the first words of your day be worry, doubt, or distraction. Begin with affirmation, because your destiny deserves your voice. Whisper it before your feet touch the floor, I am inscribed. I am chosen. My place is secured. In that moment, your spirit aligns with heaven, and your body begins to carry that truth through every step of the day. When you rest, do so as one whose place cannot be shaken. The world may rush, storms may rise, demands may press against you, but you are not unsettled. Your name has been carved in eternity. Sleep not as a fugitive of fear, but as a citizen of destiny. Let your bed become an altar of trust, where your last thought each night is this: what heaven has written cannot be erased. Nourish your body like a temple that bears inscription. Food is no longer just fuel, it is offering. Rest is no longer just recovery, it is worship. Care for yourself is no longer vanity, it is stewardship. When you eat, eat as one carrying a mission. When you drink, drink as one bearing light. When you strengthen your body, strengthen the vessel of revelation itself. Guard your words. Speak not as one unsure, but as one marked. Your voice now carries weight. Every sentence you utter is amplified by the inscription you bear. Let encouragement replace complaint. Let blessing replace bitterness. Let truth replace silence. And above all, walk as one who knows. Do not shrink back into ordinary patterns. Stand, move, and live with the quiet boldness of one whose name is written in both heaven and on earth. Chosen one, this is not ritual. This is alignment. To wake, rest, and nourish in this way is to embody the inscription daily, until your whole life becomes an unbroken testimony. I am written. I am chosen. I am light to nations. Chosen one, we have walked through revelation, through scripture, through the proof etched in stone and body. We have seen the glow in the mirror, the fire in your eyes, the posture carried by unseen hands. We have heard the whispers and felt the weight. Now we close not in silence, but in prayer.